3 things that you can do to manifest faster. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Didi. It has been a while since I've been on this channel. I am new to YouTube and I have been trying to find a schedule that works for me, and now I'm finding out that to be consistent on my YouTube channel, I just have to go ahead and make videos as I go instead of trying to find a schedule, because it's really not easy to just like say I'm gonna post a video this day and that's it. I'm not that type of person. I was trying to do that, and the reason why I came to YouTube is to be as authentic as possible and be myself on here. And I feel like if I try to do something like that, I would just like, it won't be me. So what I'm gonna do then is just hop on here and make videos, at least 2 videos a week. And I might surprise you guys. I might post a video every weekend or 2 every weekend, but I don't know if I can on a schedule and doing it like that. It's just not me. Like, I'm consistent, but I may not be able to post it. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, I have not made a videos like talk to you guys like this since last year, and I'm gonna change that. I want to be more consistent on here. Anyway, so if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. On this channel, we discuss side hustles, we talk about women businesses, we talk about anything from beauty to how to spiritually exalt yourself. So we talk about all kinds of stuff like that, and I want to welcome you to the channel, to the community. Today, I want to really talk about something that has, been trending for a long time. I don't know if it's a trendy topic anymore. I think it might just be what it is now. Now it's just like a thing, and it's just like an everyday conversation, and you've heard it, you've used it, and that is the word manifestation. So manifestation has been this thing that we all talk about. You have a dream car, a dream apartment, and so we're talking about realizing or making this thing come alive that you've been imagining, because everything comes from the imagination. So today I want to show you or talk about 3 key easy things that can help you manifest faster. I try to always bring you guys things that may not be all that in the mainstream, or it might be something trendy, but I might say something about it that will be something completely different than what you've been hearing. And so that's what I'm here for. I'm here for authenticity. I'm here for clarity and discovery. 3 things that you can do to manifest faster. And the first one is honoring your parents. I know that, some people may not have like the traditional parent. So if you don't have a traditional parent, I'm not talking about necessarily your biological parents. It might be people that have adopted you, or a grandma that helped raise you, or grandparents, aunties, uncles, whoever was there for you when you were growing up. As you're growing up, make sure that you do not neglect those people. Their blessings, those people, when they open their mouth and they bless you, it carries on from generation to generation. What I'm talking about is it sounds like something simple, and a lot of powerful spiritual moves are usually just that simple. Something simple as just praying on water and drinking it will have a domino effect on you for generations to come. But it's so simple. So simplicity is the name of the game when it comes to spirituality, or however you want to. I don't want to use the word spirituality because it might be a little too redundant, a little too used in the mainstream. But what I mean is being in alignment or coming to oneness with who you are and your purpose. So what I'm trying to say is you eventually essentially want to make sure that you are honoring the people that raised you, the people that fed you, that put clothes on your back. When they're getting older, don't just throw them in the nursing home, or if they're sick, call on them, visit them in the hospital when they're sick, put in an effort to be in their life and really cater to these people. Like for me, for example, I would send my mother flowers. She likes flowers, she loves flowers, so I would send her flowers. I do small things, like if she likes to eat something, I would, cook it for her. Or my dad, for example, he loves peanuts. He loves freshly roasted peanuts. So I would, if I'm going to visit them in their house, I will buy Dad peanuts. The little things, simple things, like you will be surprised what an immense blessing those simple things can bring. So the first thing is to honor those who have raised you. The second thing, when it comes to manifesting anything faster, it will be learning to give and giving with a full heart. What does that mean? Like, giving is an art. Not a lot of people, growing up, I'm learning now that a lot of people don't know how to give. Some people will give, and then later on they will come and they will say, oh, but I did this to you, I did this for you, I did that for you. That's not a cheerful giver. That means that you gave the person something and you haven't forgotten about it. You're not a cheerful giver. Blessings don't come from that. It means that you really didn't give it if you're still holding on to the memory of it. So when you're giving something, make sure, first of all, it's something that you really can let go of and not miss it and not think about it. That's one. Okay, so if you don't have what you're giving, or if you're going to be needing it later on, don't give it. You're not ready to give it. So give something that you are ready to let go of. You're ready to just donate to the ethers, to the universe. So when you give cheerfully, you give wholeheartedly, and you give and forget. You give and forget. Okay, and that brings a lot of blessings to you. When you're giving, it doesn't have to be money. You can give a hug, a smile. You can give something as simple as a compliment, and that can carry on to blessings. But if you really want your to manifest faster, one of the things that you can do is volunteer, maybe at homeless shelters or the elderly nursing home, to have conversation with them. You can give a conversation, you can give anything, as long as that person is enjoying what you're giving. That is a blessing. And you're not giving and keeping it in mind and thinking, so when I give this, I hope that the Lord bless me after that. That's not how you do it. You just give and you let it go. Okay? So the second thing is giving. It's very important and it's very key to manifesting faster. But you have to know how to give and forget. So give and forget. Don't hold on to what you give. Make sure you're able to let it go before you give it. All right? Okay, so the third and final thing that I say, you probably heard of this. You heard this several times before, but I'm going to word it in a way where you haven't heard it this way before. Okay? Hear me out. So the third thing is having faith. And what do I mean by that? Having faith is something that you've heard so many times, and whenever I'm using these terms and phrases that you've heard before, I want to always explain it, because I don't want you to just like be like, yeah, I heard it before. I want you to know that when I'm bringing something to the table to discuss, that means that I am going to open your mind to a different perspective regarding that thing. And I want you to be able to hear me out. Just keep your mind open so you can hear me out. Okay, so the third thing on manifesting faster is having faith, like I said. So when you are having faith, it means that whatever it is that you're asking in prayer, you have asked, and you already know that you already trust the divine power to bring that thing to pass. So you know, without a doubt in your mind, that whatever you spoke is going to come to you. And so if tomorrow something happens that's disappointing, you're not thinking back to your prayer and thinking, oh, but I prayed for this and it's not here yet. When you pray, you ask for something, you have to pray and also forget. Okay, so the point is being able to let go. When you put something in the hands of the divine, in the hands of the Most High, or whoever it is that you pray to, you have to be able to trust that power heard you the first time. And you have to be able to then let that thing go. That means that in your mind, you're not thinking about it anymore. You're not constantly looking for signs. Okay? Like, oh, is it here? Is it here? If the prayer is being answered, you wouldn't even know. You will be like, it will hit you like later. You'll be like, wait a minute, I prayed for this. Here it is. I prayed for this, and it's happening right now. But if you're like praying for something and then the next day you're looking for signs of it, you're kind of delaying the energy of that thing to come to you. In a way, you're kind of pushing it away because you're having a resistance in your energy to that thing. I mean, it's like almost like you're doubting its existence or the possibility of it. So it will elude you until you forget it, and then it might show up. Remember, like, you know how if you're looking for something that you've lost, you don't find it until you forget all about it. Like, you will look everywhere. Like you lose, like you have your favorite shirt. Like, this happens to me a lot. Like, I have my favorite shirt and I want to wear that favorite shirt, and I would spend hours and hours looking for that shirt. And I stopped doing that. Actually. I don't do that anymore. So I used to do it. Let me phrase that. I used to do it where I would look for hours and hours, spend hours looking for this thing. And then I would just say, you know what? Forget it. I give up. And when I give up, the next day I will literally be doing something completely mindless and I'll find it. That's how faith works. That's how faith works. So pray. Let me just bring it all home. 3 things that you can do to manifest faster. Number 1, honor your parents. Number 2, give wholeheartedly and freely and let it go. Number 3 is having faith and letting things go. Praying and forgetting about it. Praying and giving it to the ethers, giving the responsibility of it to the divine, and don't hold on to it. You're not responsible for the how that thing is going to come into being. So stop worrying about how it's gonna be, how it's gonna come about. Just pray for it, know it's coming, and let it go. I hope this has been helpful. If you have anything else you wanted to add, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Always make sure to be very respectful in the comments, guys. We're creating a community of respectful ladies and gents here, so let's be very respectful. If I do see anything offensive, I will delete it and I will have to block it. Okay? We're blocking all negative energy 2023 and beyond. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, day, night, wherever you are.